Live, High Valley Sports Online, bringing you high school baseball from the Toronto Baseball Complex. The Red Knight coming in at 1-0 against the visiting Monroe Central Seminoles at 1-0. Both winning last night. This game is brought to you by Barrel Ford, Barrel Toyota, Tudor's Biscuit World, Total Sports Connection, Signs Limited, Capital Recovery Systems, Edge Sports, Franciscan University, Best Western at Franciscan Square, Stickles Law Office, Hood's Pharmacy, PR Landscaping, Boston Funeral Home, IBEW Local 246, J.E. Foster Funeral Home, J.C. Pest Control, AT&T on Sunset, Warnersville Trophy Shop, Steve's Fish and Chips, Attorney Adam Martello, Marcino Enterprises, Hauser's Furniture, Valley Converting, Josephine's Carryout, Trinity Health System, Sports Student Maintenance, Steubenville Country Club, Main Street Bank, Economy Lawn Care, Swearing Jim Back Company, Viking Social Club. Also brought to you by Everhart Bow Funeral Home, Bradley Lawnscape, Lancia Villa Royale, TS Electric, Black River Logistics, National Colloid Company, Soft Type Federal Credit Union, Hummel Construction, Target Shop, Naples Spaghetti House, Spuzz Park View Inn, Ohio Motor Group, Merriman Chemicals, Dr. John Figgle, Burt's Hot Dogs, Isla Law Offices, Apollo, Bennigan's, Anthony Mining, and M&M Hardware. Danny, any more sponsors? We would be into the third inning. Sorry, people, but you know, hey, Dan Vogel puts a lot of pressure on you. This is Ray Sucklodge live for High Valley Sports with my Hall of Fame partner. What's your name? Paul Zorni, Danny Vogel spinning the dials. When you get a chance, Paul's going to give us the lineup, but we're here, we're starting. It's first batter. Paul, you got it.
Yeah, pitch number one in there, fastball. Blake Close is on the hill today throwing his battery mate, Mike Henry. First pitch in for a fastball, strike one. Pitching to Landon Demchek.
Nice day here at the Toronto Red Knight baseball complex. Beautiful job they're doing here. That's what happens when you win games. You get new fields.
Strike number two. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, Landon Demchek.
Nice day for baseball, Paul. A little bit warmer than I thought. You know, it's a good 50 degrees. Fouled back.
Straight back, yep. Landon Demchek, he'll be on the mound for the Monroe Central Seminoles here. So he would like to help himself here, that's for sure. Get on base and make Blake Close work a little bit. What a pitch. He pulled his string on him.
Ooh, I like it.
Landon was bailing out of the box a little bit there. First strikeout. Out number one.
Toronto coached by Brian Perkins, 17th season. Opened up the year with a 1-0 win over Frontier last night.
Yeah, it's always good to start out with a win here. Next, Carter Knowlton, the center fielder from Monroe Central, comes out, fouls the first pitch straight back for strike number one. You see here, he's getting ahead of these hitters. He's jumping right on him. He's throwing nothing but strikes. He threw 1 ball so far and 2 batters. You know, he's banging the strike zone early in the season. You want to keep your pitch count down. You know, there ain't no wasting no pitches here early in the season. He's banging the strike zone.
Dan, you want to turn up our volume? I can't hear Paul real good.
Carter Knowlton, the center fielder, in the hole 0-1. The delivery to pitch, curveball outside. Moves the count to 1-1.
Here we go. All right, we're back in action here. Thank you. I appreciate your patience, all our viewers and listeners. I'm back out, though, Danny. Okay, I'm in and out.
Here's a ground ball to Boucher. Fields throws out number 2. Boy, he played that hop nice and threw a bullet over there for out number 2.
He did.
Dominic Boucher, the Red Knight shortstop, the Northwestern commit.
Batting third for the Seminoles.
Played a nice shortstop there.
First baseman, number 37.
You get an opportunity, we'll give him the infielders, Paul, if we can squeeze them in.
Yeah, we'll get him in. Xavier Kennery up from Monroe Central. He'll be the first baseman, takes strike number 1. Again, Blake's jumping ahead of these batters. Second pitch fouled straight back in the hole 0-2. Coach Perkins couldn't ask for a better start from his junior pitcher, Blake Close there. Coming in, throwing strikes, being very efficient. Xavier Kenny, he's a left-hander. The right fielder's playing kind of, Kinsey's out there, he's playing kind of shallow.
Not much wind. We've seen some storms this year in these early games with the wind blowing.
Third pitch in there for a ball, moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike number 3, fastball on the outside corner, gets him swinging for out number 3.
There you go. The end, first half inning, no runs, no hits, no errors.
No score.
No score. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of playing on crowded public courses? Do you want to take your game to the next level? Then it's time to join the Steubenville Country Club. No tee times needed, best greens in the valley, the pace of play is like no other, with pristine fairways, challenging holes, and top-notch amenities. And right now there is a special offer. 50% off, that's right, 50% off active memberships. Join today and don't wait for this offer to expire. Call PGA professional John Denholm today at 740-264-2821. The Steubenville Country Club is a great place to play.
There's a good chance if you're from the Ohio Valley, you'll remember Brad Pavlik from his days as a crusader at Catholic Central High School. And his name will bring back some great memories. These days, Brad's a big supporter of all area local high school teams. Well, here's a reminder that Brad now manages Barrel Toyota and Barrel Ford. And he'll be glad to see you, whether you're looking for a car or just dropping by to say hello. A hometown favorite at 2 great hometown stores. Get a hometown deal from Brad Pavlik at Barrel Toyota in Cranberry Township and Barrel Ford in Zelienople.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
And we're back here, Red Knight Complex.
Leading off,
This first inning is brought to you by Swearing Jim Bat Company from right here in Toronto, Ohio.
Okay, we have Landon Demchek pitching to Landon Leidig, the battery for Monroe Central. Leading off for the Toronto Red Knights is Logan Sloan. He takes a strike, first pitch strike, second pitch foul straight back, and a whole 0-2 for Logan Sloan, the Red Knight center fielder. The pitch, the wide, foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, moves the count to. Landon Demchek working very, very, very quick right off the get-go. Throws a pitch high and out, moves the count to 2-2.
Not a big kid though, Paul, but he's throwing hard.
Yeah, he's throwing pretty nice.
I think we got
Curveball
Sam
inside.
Johns behind the plate. I'm sorry, Paul, is the
No.
umpire.
Sam Johns and Brian Clancy on the bases. The 2-2, fouled straight back.
Staying alive, making him work a little bit.
Absolutely, absolutely. Playing first for the Monroe Central, Xavier Kenny. Second base, Caden Silva.
He's up 3-2.
Shortstop, Jake Winland. Third baseman, Mason Linfield. Left fielder, Austin Bettiger. Center field, Carter Knowlton. And right fielder, Ryder Muntz.
Got a walk, worked him for a walk. Brings up Kinsey.
Zane Kinsey, the left fielder.
Batting second for the Red Knights and playing left field, number 15, Zane Kinsey.
Just
Boy, him and his brother Paul, they've been active in Toronto athletics this year, playing all the sports.
Ball
Bomb!
ripped to left field. Left fielder's not going to get it. That's going to go. That's going to be an RBI. As Coach Perkins is sending him home for the RBI double.
First pitch he saw, Paul, that ball jumped off the bat.
Yeah, first pitch fastball, and Zane was ready to unload on it, and he did. Austin Bettiger didn't get a real good jump on it. I don't know if he saw it, but it got over his head for an RBI double.
Batting third for the Red Knights, shortstop, number 2, Dom Boucher.
Dominic Boucher for the Red Knights. Swing and 1 strike.
It's a good way to start the game with a nice RBI double. Leadoff guy did his job, got on. Oh, wow, that ball was ripped out of left field line, foul, but it was smoked.
Sure was. Nobody fooled so far for Toronto.
Yeah,
Hitting the ball hard.
absolutely. Dominic in the hole 0-2 with a man on second base. You know, you want to make sure at the very, very least you move him up to third base. You want to have a productive at bat now that you're in the hole 0-2. You choke up and don't worry. Don't mind going to the opposite side here if you have to. Curveball swings and miss for out number 1.
Okay, 1-0 here in the first.
Batting fourth for the Red Knights, right fielder, number 12, Zebulon Kinsey.
The other Kinsey, Zeb Kinsey.
The right fielder swings at the first pitch, fouls it straight back. These guys are
Very aggressive at the
very
plate,
aggressive.
Paul.
Yes, very aggressive. We got 1 out, guy on second base. Toronto winning 1-0. Bottom of 1.
Bouncer foul, left side. Always like coming up here in Toronto. Treat you well. Beautiful facility. My aunt and uncle here, I spent a lot of time up in Toronto as a kid. My aunt and uncle Mike Mahalik, God rest their soul, Mike and Elvie.
0-2. Curveball misses just on the outside, gets away from
Runner.
the catcher. Moves into second. Zane gets to third on a pass ball.
Heads up on the bases, ball in the dirt, he was off.
Yeah, I think the catcher could have handled that, so I'm going to call that a pass ball. So now we got a guy on third with 1 out.
Swing and get a piece of it.
Catcher holds on for out number 2. Landon, he's coming. He's throwing strikes. He's throwing strikes.
You get 2 strikeouts.
Dickinson.
Dickinson up for the Red Knights.
Fouls the first pitch straight back for strike number 1. Both pitchers, Landon and Blake, are both first pitch fastballs. First pitch right down the middle. Pitch number 2 stays up a little high, curveball.
Dickinson, this got to be the grandson of Glenn Dickinson. Glenny Dickinson, longtime administrator up here, good friend of mine, Green Bay Packer fan.
The pitch is hit to the left side. The third baseman, Mason Landfield,
Lost it.
he lost it in the sun. The ball hit right behind the coaches.
He was over there
box.
quick though, Paul. It
He
looked
was
like
over
he
there.
settled under it, but just
Yeah, the ball
misplayed it.
The ball came back to the field a little bit, and he was kind of looking for the fence, I think, and took his eye off of it and couldn't find it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Russ Dickinson here, third baseman. Pitch high and out.
Give a quick shout out to our partner, JJ Jason Jenkins. He's probably sleeping behind some coils or something, Paul, at work. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. Jason's working hard. The 2-2, 2 outs. Pitch hit the center field. Knowlton coming in under it, catches it for out number 3.
All right. At the end of the inning, Red Knights up 1-0 on a bomb. Double.
1 hit.
1 RBI, 1-0, 1 hit at the end of 1. We'll be right back.
This high school event is brought to you by AT&T on Sunset via the AT&T wireless network. Remember, don't text and drive, it can wait. AT&T on Sunset is a proud sponsor of this high school event.
You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing, carpentry, just about any job that needs done. Fort Steuben Maintenance, they're fully licensed and bonded and will even give you a free estimate. Fort Steuben Maintenance. You want the number? 740-283-4890.
Okay, Toronto's battery is Blake Close, pitching to Mike Henry. At first base, Andy Silverthorne. At second base, Cole Barkus, Dominic Bouchard short, Russ Dickerson at left, Zane Kinsey in. I'm sorry, Russ Dickerson's at third base, Zane Kinsey in left, Logan Sloan in center, and Zebulon Kinsey in right.
That's Boucher, right? Is that Boucher?
Yeah. Is that what I said, or did I mess it up? I don't know.
Well, don't want to hurt nobody's feelings,
No.
man. We got to be politically correct in these days, man.
Absolutely.
Shortstop, number 4.
Leading off from Monroe Central is Jake Winland, the Monroe Central shortstop. The first pitch delivered, curveball, swings right through it.
Nice pitch.
Nice pitch, yes it was. So far, Blake, he's keeping Monroe Central off the bases. Pitch number 2, fastball right down the middle. Well, he's dealing right now. He's got to be feeling good.
He's got these guys guessing, it looks like.
Well, he's throwing 2 pitches right now over for the plate. Makes it a little rough. The 0-2 in the dirt for ball number 1. The Jake Winfield, Monroe Central shortstop.
Everybody straight away here. Not real deep. No wind.
Very little, that's for sure. The 1-2 is hit the.
Oh, that's going to be in trouble.
Hit the left center. They were both on their horses.
Nice. Nice
Wow,
catch.
Logan Sloan makes a Willie Mays catch.
My
right
man,
over his
and he
shoulder.
did it casual.
He looked good. Boy, he got on his horse. You know, it was hit directly right in the gap in left center. And Logan Sloan ran it down.
Absolutely, man. He looked good out there, Paul. Looked like a ball player.
Yep. Landon Leidick coming to plate. The catcher from Monroe Central. Batting from the right side. The pitch. Fouled straight back for strike number 1. Again, Blake he's dealing. First pitch strike every single batter so far.
That's the goal, right, Paul?
Absolutely. Pitch number 2 here coming. Looked like maybe a knuckleball. Is that a knuckleball, Mark? What was that? I saw the string, so I'm thinking it might have been a knuckle or a split or something. Evens the count at 1-1. The pitch to delivery, curveball. Just misses
off the plate,
outside.
yeah.
Yeah, just misses. Very quality pitch, though. Wasn't a strike, but it wasn't a bad pitch.
Nope.
The 1-2. On the outside corner.
Stayed there, brought it
Oh,
in
I'm
a little
sorry.
bit. Looked
2-2
good.
now, yeah. 2-2 now, I'm sorry. Very good pitch. Blake takes the sign, delivers, misses low. Ball number 3, full count.
Second inning brought to you by Dr. John Figgle.
Full count here. Winland's trying to get the first runner of Monroe Central on base here. The pitch outside, who can take a full count walk there. For their
Did his
first
job. He worked him a little bit.
He did.
Nice at bat.
He got himself in the hole and did his job and got on base.
Designated hitter, number 32, Caleb Griffith.
Caleb Griffith, the DH for Monroe Central, comes to the plate with 1 out, 1 on first base. The pitch, the delivery, strike number 1 on the outside corner.
Here you go again. He starts him off again with a nice strike.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of movement on his ball.
Yeah, you never know how the pitchers are going to vary when they pitch from the stretch. You know, sometimes it messes them up, and they don't have confidence from the stretch. But so far, there's a ball in the dirt, so it's 1-1. We'll see how Blake handles pitching from the stretch. He's holding a runner. He throws over.
Well, that's something we talked about the preseason with Coach Perkins, is how much they work on their pickoffs.
Absolutely.
I was impressed last year. I keep going back to that Barberton game. It was Boardman, that Boardman game.
Yeah.
My goodness.
The 1-1. The delivery. Strike number 2 on the outside corner.
In that game I'm talking about, Paul, you did. Remember, they picked 4 runners off and threw it away. In the rundowns, end up losing what 2-1, 3-2 game.
Yeah, they couldn't close it. They were picking them off and couldn't close the deal.
Yep.
He throws over again. He's got a nice move over, nice and quick. You know, Mike Henry, he's the Red Knight catcher here. He's a freshman, you know, so I'm sure he loves the help, you know, holding him close here. The 1-2, the pitch delivery, curveball on the outside.
That's a good point, Paul. You know, helping each other out, just doing that.
Right, we got 2-2 here. We got Landon Liddick for the Monroe Central on first base here. Not a real big lead. Decent, but not real big. He's looking hard here. Blake's very deliberate here. Here comes the pitch now.
Base
Gonna
hit.
be a base hit. Yes, it is. Gets by the center fielder.
Bad hop.
But stays
2
there.
on, no outs, 1 out. Monroe Central first threat. That was a base hit in any game, Paul.
Absolutely.
I mean, Sloan broke on the ball nice, and then it ends up taking a crazy bounce, but didn't get away from him.
Yeah, it was just hitting a perfect spot. There was, you know, right over the second baseman's head, you know, in front of the.
Even with that said, though, Paul, Sloan might have got it the way he plays. You know what I mean? He's a very aggressive outfielder. I like it.
It wouldn't surprise me. You got Mason Linfield, the third baseman from Monroe Central, coming out with the guys on first and second here. The pitch takes it high, fastball high for ball number 1.
Not taking big leads, though, Paul.
They're really not. No, they're staying close to the bases here. Mason has to dig deep here. He got guys on first and second with 1 out here. The pitch, the 1-0.
Just missing.
Just misses high for 2-0 right now. You know, Coach Perkins, he's probably going to have to go out and talk to him here in a minute here. I imagine if it's another ball, he'll probably make a trip here because, you know, you don't want the game to get away this early here. There's ball number 3. 3-0 to Mason Linfield, Monroe Central third baseman.
Yeah, but after a nice first inning, Paul, you know, look how it goes. Look how fast it changes early in the year here.
Absolutely. The 3-0, the delivery in there for strike 1.
Got to hold the dig out of. See if he can fight his way back here.
Nice ground ball. Get him out of the inning. If he just, you know, make a nice pitch here, and there it is. The fly ball. Andy Silverthorne's over and runs out of room. Looks like got out of play. The fence kept him. They went outside the fence. He couldn't get there. But he evens the count. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes here. 1 out. Guys on first and second from Monroe Central.
Seminoles out under second-year coach Chris Leisure, 1-0, beat Shadyside last night.
The full count. He misses high and out. Loads the bases.
It's a walk, a hit, and a walk, Paul.
Yeah.
Huh.
Brings up
Batting
Ryder
eighth for the
Muntz,
Seminoles,
the
right
left fielder,
number
the right
6,
fielder, yes.
Ryder Muntz.
Ryder Muntz.
Ryder Muntz, the right fielder. Monroe gets up with bases loaded, 1 out for the Monroe Central. He's batting from the left side. Blake, he takes the sign. He's looking at the delivery is in there. Nope, just misses inside. Ball number 1. Very good pitch, but
He's around the plate, just missed his strike zone now. Got out of rhythm here.
Ryder Muntz, he wouldn't want nothing but a base hit here, that's for sure. The 1-0, the delivery in there for strike number 1. Evens the count at 1-1.
Trying to hang tough. Got to be a bulldog here.
You know,
Toronto's pitcher got to be a bulldog.
as bad as it looks, one ground ball can get him out of this inning.
Yep.
Bases are loaded, 1 out. The delivery, nice block by Mike Henry. There's a curveball in the dirt. He moved really nice to keep it in front of him because he gets by him and run's going to score. 2 balls and 1 strike to Ryder Muntz, the right fielder from Monroe Central. The 2-1. The pitch. Swung on and missed.
Well, that helped him there.
He's a high fastball, and you're 100% right.
Yep. He helped him there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Blake got the sign, throws, get the
He
inside
got
corner.
that. Got him looking.
Ryder goes down looking for out number 2.
Big bulldog strike out there, hanging tough as the pitcher, man. Just hanging tough.
Satan Silva, the Monroe Central second baseman, comes to bat with bases loaded, 2 outs. He's coming from the right side of the plate, takes ball 1, gets right by Mike Henry, and the run's going to score. It's going to be counted as a wild pitch.
Yeah, ball got away. Pitch
Dirt.
got away from him.
Yeah.
The freshman catcher's been hanging tough, though, for Toronto.
Yeah, that curveball really was a sharp breaker, and it, got outside him. He tried. He had the right techniques and just wasn't really quick enough to get that pitch. The 1-0
Mike Henry
comes in for strike number 1, even to count 1-1. The 1-1. Delivery is hit to the second baseman, Cole Barkus.
Oh, my. There you go.
Wow, what a catch. What a catch. Cole
Okay.
Barkus.
Got a 1-run, 1-hit inning. At the end of 1.5, it's 1-1.
1 run, 1 hit, 2 left. At the end of 1.5, we're tied at 1.
Homewood Construction and Home Incorporated can take care of all of your home remodel and new build needs. Some of the services we offer are kitchen, bathroom, and other remodeling projects. We also offer new roofs, home additions, new builds, and outdoor spaces, including decks, patios, and outdoor rooms. Homewood Construction has a 5-star rating. Homewood Construction does all home improvements and new construction from design to finished product. Look them up on Facebook today. Homewood Construction is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Down the street, there's a hardware store with great tools, products,
And expert advice.
we've got everything you need because we know the community and we know our customers. So next time you have a home improvement project,
Drop by.
your local True Value hardware store. True Value.
Start right.
Start here.
At M&M True Value Hardware on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville.
Right now, we've got everything you need for that all-important fall cleanup. So hurry in today.
Okay, we're back here, I think.
Coming to the plate for Toronto Red Knights is Andy Silverthorne, the first baseman for the Red Knights. Will be first batter for Toronto. Coming to Landon Demchek, pitching to Landon Liddick from Monroe Central.
Well, Toronto had the big hit by Kinsey, the big double in the first inning, RBI. And Monroe Central
Leading
answers in
off
their
the
half.
bottom of the
You
second
can ball
for
a
the
wild
Red
pitch
Knights.
on that.
First
Yeah, I
baseman,
can
Scoring a wild pitch.
Yeah,
Andy
absolutely.
Silverthorne.
Both teams with 1 hit.
Landon comes to the plate for pitch number 1, curveball. This is outside. Yeah, both teams held with 1 hit. That's for sure. Pitch number 2 coming to Andy. This is low and out for ball number 2. Coach Perkins telling him, all right, let's get some runners on. Swings through pitch number 3 for strike number 1.
A little bit off balance there on the swing, Paul. Maybe it was a bad pitch, huh?
He's swinging. Counts even up at 2-2.
Oh, he's taking his hacks, that's for sure.
He's not getting cheated, that's for sure.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Way outside, 3-2.
3-2. Who's going to win this battle? Andy Silverthorne or Landon Demchek? The pitch. Ball
Bouncer.
foul. Yeah. I don't know if that was a change-up or what, because he was way, way ahead of that pitch. Looks like there's some activity down there in the Toronto bullpen. The full count, the pitch, and this was way outside for ball 4.
Toronto gets the base runner on the walk.
Just what Coach Perkins wanted to see, the leadoff hitter on.
Batting 7th for the Red Knights, the pitcher, number 11, Blake Close.
Coming to the bat for the Red Knights is Cole Barkus. I'm sorry, Blake Close, the pitcher for Toronto.
I think that's Barrington in the bullpen. Throw over, holding him tight. See if Silverthorne gets off the bag a little bit.
He's got a good lead.
Getting out to the cut there, Paul.
First pitch, swing through and miss for strike number 1. That's where you want to be.
Yeah, getting out to the...
Yeah, he's got a foot past her. He's got a nice lead. Pitch number 2 inside, evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. To Blake Close, the Toronto Red Knight pitcher.
Bouncer in front of the plate, foul ball. So I remember last year as we did these games, Toronto was aggressive on the base paths with their leads, as I recall.
I think that's the right move, being aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Lead the leads. And get out and challenge you.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Blake. Check swings to the pitcher. He fields it. Don't even look at second. Just gets you out at first. That'll be 1-3.
Got 1 out.
Andy
took the shore out.
Yep, Andy will move to second on the fielder's choice.
Batting 8th for the Red Knights, second baseman, number 5,
Now you got
Cole
second baseman
Barkas.
Cole Barkas coming up for the Red Knights with a man in scoring position.
There we go.
That's what your doctor ordered here. Landon throws the first pitch outside for ball number 1.
Seems like when he misses bad.
He may overthrow one.
Yep.
Pitch number 2 here coming in. Fastball ripped down the left field line.
Sure is. Gets down.
Falls in there.
A little miscommunication there on the base pass. Silverthorne's held up at third. I think Coach Perkins wanted him to go once he saw the bobble.
Yeah. Austin Bettinger, he bobbled the one hopper out there and it was able for Cole Barkas to move up to second. So we're going to give him a single and move up to second on error. So now you got second and third.
Hitter number 20, Aiden Philby.
Bouncer. Perkins fields it. Coach Perkins fields it and throws it in. Nice job.
Aiden Philby, the DH for Toronto, comes up with guys on second and third, gets himself in a hole. Oh, no balls, 1 strike.
Ooh, hit him.
Gets hit by a pitch. He seems to be okay. It didn't hurt him, so that's good.
Top of the order.
Bases are
Center
juiced.
fielder, Logan Sloan.
Logan Sloan.
We got 1 out.
Made that big play in the outfield, ran that ball in the gap down, coming to bat.
We know he got a lot of speed. Fouls the first pitch straight back. Strike number 1.
Bases jammed. Big opportunity here for the Red Knights. Put a crooked number up on the board.
You got the corners way in here. Ball's ripped over.
Base hit.
Base hit. Ripped over the second baseman's head. It's going to score 1 run. Bases are going to remain loaded. RBI single by Logan Sloan, the center fielder for the Toronto Red Knights. Puts Toronto up top, 2-1. Brings up the bat Zane Kinsey with bases still loaded. 1 out. First
Left
pitch
fielder,
outside.
Zane Kinsey.
Ball number 1. Toronto might have something going here now.
Yeah. Sloan RBI followed by Kinsey now.
Swings through and misses. Evens the count at 1-1.
He hit the bomb in the first inning.
Big double. I think he's trying to do it again. 1-1. Pitch on the outside corner for strike number 2. That was a great pitcher's
It
pitch.
sure was.
Moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes to Zane Kinsey, the left fielder. Pitch is hit the shortstop. He's coming in right in. There's the second for 1 out. That'll be an RBI. Fielder's choice.
Kinsey with his second RBI.
Shortstop,
Dominic Boucher, the shortstop. Runner, throw back, they got him. A run down here on the third baseline. They're going to give him an opportunity to get back in. You don't run him home, you got to run him back to the bag.
Yeah, he did, but there was no one. I think the third baseman, he was still too close to third when he threw it to the catcher.
Yep.
And there was nobody over there to.
Shortstop was slow, getting behind.
Dominic Boucher, the shortstop for the Red Knights, is up with guys on second and third.
So that's 2 runs on 2 hits this inning for Toronto.
Takes
Ball up and in.
3 balls, no strikes to Dominic Boucher. We got 2 outs, guys on second and third to pitch. In there for strike number 1.
Okay.
Moves the count to 3 balls and 1 strike.
We got our field mic down there picking up somebody's conversation. We apologize for that.
The 3-1. The pitch. Misses high. Ball number 4.
He had to play. He had a base to give him. Didn't want to give him nothing too nice, being down 3-0, I guess. Boucher did a nice job waiting him out. Brings up Kinsey, Zeb Kinsey. A little conference at the mound there. We'll go right to Danny Vogel.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, your connection to Ohio Valley Sports. Listen anywhere in the world from any connected device, smartphone, tablets, iPads, and computers. Ohio Valley Sports Online brings you live game action from the guys with over 50 years in radio sports broadcasting. The Target Shop has all your fall sports needs. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned Target Shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
We're back here at the Red Knight Complex. Coach Lazier at a team meeting at the mound.
Right fielder, Zebulon Kinsey.
Bottom of the second.
Yeah, Zebulon Kinsey, the right fielder for Red Knights, comes up with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Takes the first pitch outside for ball number 1. Anyway, anyhow, here. Walk scores a run. RBI here.
Amen.
Delivery 1-0. He swings through and misses. Evens the count on 1-1.
Nice pitch.
Yeah, he's went out there talk to Landon. Hey, settle down. You know, we got to get out of this inning now. We can't afford to give up any hits. Lose the count to 2 balls, 1 strike with the
Getting behind on batters, Paul.
Oh, he is. You're right. Absolutely.
It's a formula for failure.
Yeah, the 2 balls and 1 strike here. Delivery, his ball hit a long, long way foul. Boy, that would have been a grand slam, I think, if that was
would have been
fair.
a capital recovery system grand slamming.
That ball would have been, it might have hit the river. Might be in the river. 2-2, 2
That's
balls.
how you used to hit him, Paul.
Well, I used to hit him on the football field over there. Takes a curveball
Wow.
for strike number 3. That was a nice pitch.
Sure was.
Very good pitch.
2 runs on 2 hits. After 2 here in Toronto, Ohio Valley
Red
Sports
Knights, 2
Online.
runs, 2 hits,
3-1 Toronto. We'll be right
2,
back.
Toronto 3, Monroe Central 1.
Blakemore Insurance Agency is exclusive to the senior market. We represent a variety of Medicare supplements or Medicare Advantage plans, giving us the ability to offer some of the most competitive products from the top insurance companies in our country. Our loyalty lies with you, our customer, not the insurance company. Many of today's seniors are completely overwhelmed with turning 65 and going on to Medicare. Call Blakemore Insurance Agency today for more information. 304-723-0909. Blakemore Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Ohio Valley Sports Online and the Franciscan University want to thank one of our proud Barron sponsors, Dr. John Figgle, MD. Thank you, Dr. Figgle, for sponsoring this broadcast.
We're back here. Blake Close on for his third inning of work. 3-1 Toronto. Third inning brought to you by National Colloid Company. Well, Paul, Toronto had a very eventful second inning. A lot of things happening in that inning with the loading up the bases.
Yeah, it started out in Landon, he got himself in trouble, not throwing strikes, complimenting him how the first inning he was throwing nothing but strikes. Came out there in the bottom of the second and struggled a little bit. He kept his composure. It could have been a lot worse because, the bases were loaded. And it could have been a lot worse, but he did a nice job getting out of that inning. Leading off now, the leadoff hitter for the Red Knights is Landon Demchek.
Just as we speak about him, bouncer.
Right, Landon's going to help himself.
Sure is.
First pitch single to the right side in between first and second baseman. Brings up Carter Knowlton, the Monroe Central center fielder.
Center fielder.
Retired 6-3 last
Knowlton.
inning, or in the first inning, I should say. There he is, keeping him close. I like that.
Don't let nobody get a lead on him. I know that. Close is consistent on that, throwing over in every inning so far. No, I'm sorry, the second and third inning. Again.
And I was watching Henry in warm-ups, the Red Knight catcher. He has a very strong arm. He's a freshman, and he has a nice arm back there. So Monroe Central better get a good jump if they're going to run.
They're not getting the leads though that Toronto did.
They are not. First pitch takes low for ball number one. If you notice, too, the guy on first base there, how quick he's getting to first base, that's what you call a nice little slide step. You keep that front foot low and quick and get to the plate as quick as you can, So he's throwing over. He's very deliberate. We got 1 ball, 1 strike with Landon Demchek, the leadoff hitter, singling to the right side. The pitch, the 1-0, is ripped up the middle.
There you go.
Up the middle for a base hit. Now we're going to have guys on first and second.
There you go, right there. Monroe Central bouncing back, being aggressive again offensively.
Xavier Kenny, the number 3 hitter, playing first base, is coming up with guys on first and second and no
Xavier
outs.
Kenny.
Both ground balls hit were just out of the reach of the Toronto infielders.
Yeah, hit it right where you want it, right back up the middle, right past the pitcher.
First and second, no outs.
Blake delivers. Fastball on the outside, swing through for strike number 1. There you go. Come right back at him. Don't be surprised if you see a pickoff play here, but you're right. They're not getting off the bases very far.
No, they're not getting.
And that's
there you go. Well, you was a step ahead of him, Paul, right there.
Just a little. Going to look to third or second baseman, but he didn't have enough lead. They might know about Toronto's pickoff plays. That might, so.
Gives them reason to get these safe leads.
The 0-1, high for ball 1, 1-1. Again, we got guys on first and second, no outs.
Third hitter, 3 hitter up.
Yes, the first baseman, Xavier Kenny, batting. The 1-1, delivery, in there for strike number 2.
Pitcher's call right there. It could go either way.
Yeah, it was good.
I like giving it to the pitcher.
Yeah, it was a good take.
Yep.
It was a good pitch, good take.
Ooh.
He comes in there with a curveball on the inside part of the plate.
How you like that?
Xavier was just froze right there for out number 1.
That was a nice pitch, boy.
Very nice pitch. Brings up Jake Winland, the shortstop. He
Jake
flew out to
Winland.
center field last inning.
He hit the bomb, didn't he?
Yeah, he hit the bomb and ran down. Logan Sloan ran it down like Willie Mays out there. First pitch in the dirt. Curveball in the dirt. Mike Henry, he gets over there with nice technique and knocks it down, keeps the ball in front of him. Runner's got to stay at first and second.
Well,
Really
if Sloan knew who Willie Mays was, he'd be excited about that compliment you just gave him.
The 1-0 in there high for ball number 2. Jake, he's probably thinking, I want to hit it somewhere else besides center field.
Yeah.
Because he hit it pretty good last inning. In there for strike number 2. That ball had a little extra on it there. For 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, there's the Monroe Central runners are staying close to the bases. They're not getting a big lead at all. The 2-1 in there for ball number 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
1 out. First and second.
Jake Wendland, the shortstop from Monroe Central at the plate. The pitch is fouled straight back.
Stayed alive. He was on him, though, Paul. He fouled it right back.
Full count.
Just missed it.
Blake, he has a lot of confidence in that curveball. So I wouldn't be surprised if he throws it here because you made a good observation. He was on that fastball. The full count, the delivery, the pitch, fastball ripped to shortstop. Boucher fills it, throws it to second, on to first for a double play. Just what the doctor ordered.
Absolutely.
For the Red Knights.
Great finish right there. Pitcher's best friend, Paul, in the double play.
Absolutely.
6-4-3, and the Red Knights are out of it. That half inning, no runs, 2 hits. We'll be right back.
No runs.
Do you have a fence that has seen better days? How about a new privacy fence? You probably could use a perimeter fence to keep Fido from wandering off. Call Edwards Fence Company now. They do all types of fence projects and have over 20 years of experience. Wood, chain link, vinyl, split rail, aluminum. Call today for a free estimate. Edwards Fence Company, 740-632-8403. Needless to say, you're going to need a new fence around your new swimming pool, too. Call Edwards Fence Company today, a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Looking for a place to stay? Then stay at the Best Western Plus Franciscan Square Inn and Suites, conveniently located in the beautiful Ohio Valley next to State Routes 22 and 7 at the gates of Franciscan University of Steubenville. Receive a warm welcome from friendly, attentive staff, providing all the amenities you deserve. Each guest room is done in beautiful modern decor, with amenities including a microwave and mini fridge, free high-speed wireless internet, and a flat panel television. Stay in a suite for extra space with the same great amenities. Best Western Plus Franciscan Square Inn is a proud Barron sponsor.
We're back. Red Knight Complex here. 3-1 Toronto. Bottom half of the third. Demchak on for his 3rd inning of work. Paul, both pitchers doing a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, they got a little controversy. Their backs were against the wall a little bit, and they bowed their neck, and they, limited the damage.
For the Red Knights.
They showed a lot of maturity out there for these.
I think that's a key word that you said there, Paul. They limited the damage.
Yeah, the control got away from them a little bit, and Close gave up a couple hits, and they stuck with it and got out of the innings. Demchak, he falls behind the hitter.
Again.
Russ Dickerson, the third baseman for the Red Knights, is up the bat with a 2-0 count. The third pitch is ripped down to third base. It's knocked down by an infield. Throws over to first, not in time. The ball gets away from the first baseman, not far enough.
Dickinson hit that ball hard. He hit it hard. That ate that third baseman up. He did a nice job keeping it, from going to the outfield, but that ball was on him quick, Paul. And he struggled with a throw over, and Dickinson's on with an error.
E5 brings up Andy Silverthorne. The first baseman. It's the first error of the game.
Yep.
There's been some hard hits. First pitch in their first strike to Andy Silverthorne, the first baseman for the Red Knights. Up to the plate with one guy on first base. The pitch. Swing through and miss.
Dickinson's out to a big lead, Paul. Look at the difference between the teams, though, Paul. I mean, Toronto gets out there. They get to the cut.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I see him running here.
Looked over.
And Landon's thinking the same thing with the step off here off the pitcher's mound. The 0-2. The throw over to first. He had him leaning.
Oh, he dropped the ball, Paul. He had him leaning. You're right, buddy.
He had him leaning.
Dickinson's way out there getting that. I think he's a stride past where he should be.
I think he calmed it down a little bit. The 0-2.
Oh, he's
gone.
running.
Pitch in. Looks like
out.
Wow, what a strike.
Yes, with a gun.
Landon Gliddick
Wow.
threw a bullet down the second
He
base.
sure did. He sure did.
So that's 2-4 to put out for out number one. The pitch was high for ball number one, which moves the count to 1-2. The pitch is outside now for 2-2. With nobody on now. That was a very nice throw.
Well, he was out of there
by
quick,
Liddick.
wasn't he,
Yeah.
Paul? He was out of there quick.
Liddick come up and threw a bullet in there.
Fouled right back at
The
us.
2-2 fouled straight back. And he had a nice pitch to throw on. It was a
Yep.
high fastball. And, Liddick threw a nice strike down to second base. De Silva put the tag on him. The 2-2 fouled straight back.
Staying alive.
Coach, and with it being early, the pitch count, these coaches are going to probably have a tight leash on these guys so they don't hurt their arms.
Yeah, well, Coach Lazier said that before the game. He said we got 6 games in 7 days.
The 2-2 was fouled straight back.
I said, well, you better pray for rain. But, the team's going to do that, Paul. They schedule every day. They got so many days to get so many games in.
Yeah, the 2-2 on that, the catcher held on. That'd be strikeout for out number 2. Brings up Blake Close, the pitcher for Toronto Red Knights. First, it's 2-0 right now to Blake Close, the Toronto Red Knight pitcher. Takes ball number 3 low and in.
Continues to get behind.
3 balls, no strikes. The
Walked
3
him.
go outside, ball 4. Well, you got 2 outs.
Second baseman.
Blake Close
Cole
on first base
Barkas.
brings up Cole Barkas, the second baseman for the Red Knights. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him run. Get him in scoring position.
Well, that's obviously the attitude I believe that Toronto comes with, being as aggressive as they are. These leads, I mean, they are really challenging the pitcher and getting his attention each and every time. And it's just not certain kids, Paul. It's everybody on the team. When they get on, they get big leads. Base hit. No, he's
Up to
out.
center.
Nice play.
Carter Knowlton comes in and slides on one knee for out number 3 and makes a catch. That's a beautiful play by Cole.
Absolutely. That's at the end of 3. There's no runs, no hits, 1 left. We'll be right back on High Valley Sports Online.
Attorney Adam Martello is your one call for DUI defense, probate, and estate planning. He also can provide real estate expertise plus general civil litigation. Call Attorney Adam Martello today at 740-317-0193. The Martello Law Office is located on Fernwood Road in Wintersville. Attorney Adam Martello is your one call for legal assistance. 740-317-0193.
Josephine's Authentic Italian Food is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. You can carry out or have it delivered. Do you have an event that needs catered? Well, give Josephine's a call today. 740-282-1599. Josephine's has an extensive menu. Look them up on Facebook or call them now. 740-282-1599. Josephine's Authentic Italian Food, carry out or delivery.
Did you know you can get FDA registered hand sanitizer and EPA registered disinfectant cleaner locally? Well, you can. National Colloid has both. Get them now for your business or residence. They come in 55-gallon, 5-gallon, and 1-gallon sizes. Just call in your order and pick it up. There's no waiting. Call now, 740-282-1171. That's 740-282-1171.
We're back, Red Knight Complex. Top of the fourth inning, 3-1 Toronto.
Got the catcher up, Landon Liddick. Got a nice throw last inning for throwing a Toronto runner out second base.
He sure did. That was as good a throw as I've seen in high school baseball.
Okay.
Close work in this fourth inning here. They've been interesting. Holding tough, only giving up 3 hits.
3 balls, 1 strike to Landon Liddick, Monroe Central catcher. The 3-1 in there for strike number 2.
Battling back.
Blake evens the count, full count. The pitch.
Got him.
Outside corner for strike number 3. Got him looking. Got him looking.
He didn't think so. He was halfway to first base, but
Designated
brings
hitter
up Caleb Griffith, the designated hitter from Monroe Central, is coming to the plate with 1 out. In the top of the fourth. First pitch is a nice curveball. Caleb, he's stepping out of the box on that one. He swung right over top of it. Pitch number 2, same curveball, but misses outside this time for 1-1. Very clean game for the most part.
absolutely.
I think we have 1 error here, top of fourth. Pitch high and out, brings the count to 2 balls and 1 strike to Caleb Griffith, the DH for Monroe Central. 2 balls, 1 strike, the pitch, delivery in there for strike number 2 on the outside corner.
You know, these kids for Toronto pretty much, I think everybody played. I remember everybody, so, you know, they're a year better.
Nice curveball on the inside corner. Strikeout number 2, second strikeout of the inning.
4 for the game.
Man, he's hitting both sides of the plate with that curveball too. You know, that was a right-handed hitter, and he dropped it right in on the inside corner here. Brings up the bat Mason Linfield, the third baseman from Monroe Central. Fouls the first pitch down the third baseline for strike number 1. Oh, Blake, he's getting right back after struggling a little bit there. Comes right back at it.
He's around the plate, Paul.
He's throwing nice. They're both pitchers are throwing very good. I mean, that's you got to give it to them. You know, this early in the season,
Absolutely. Kids been working in the gym, haven't been outside much.
The 0-2 here.
When you get a break, looks like the weather's going to be pretty good.
Ball's hit the shortstop, a slow roller. Boucher Fields throws it. Nice play. Nice play. Comes in, makes a running throw.
Okay.
Boucher, that's why he's going to Northwestern.
There he is. There you go. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 up and 3 down. We'll be right back. High Valley Sports Online.
Trying to find a local, family-owned pharmacy that doesn't treat you like a number, they treat you like, well, you. Visit Hood's Pharmacy. Find them at 971 Main Street in Follinsby. Hood's Pharmacy is family-owned. Family-owned for over 50 years. All insurance plans are accepted, and they have COVID-19 testing and vaccinations available, so no worries there. Hood's Pharmacy features Sarah's Candy, plus a wide selection of greeting cards. Get the friendly hometown service you deserve when you visit Hood's Pharmacy in Follinsby. Come visit the friendly pharmacist and staff at Hood's Pharmacy today, a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Okay, we're back here, Red Knight Complex. I want to remind everybody, High Valley Sports Online have the rights to the OVAC baseball this year on April 28th and 29th. We'll be broadcasting you there, and we have the sole rights, I believe. Yes, we do. So, want to make sure you can subscribe to us and get us online. And anybody who wants to sponsor, call Dan Vogel or contact Dan Vogel at highvalleysportsonline.com.
We have a new pitcher in the game from Monroe Central. Austin Benninger now entering the game from Monroe Central.
We appreciate my man Mac taking care of us on that. The voice of Toronto baseball.
Aiden Philby,
Now
the
pitching
DH
from Monroe Central, number 13.
for Toronto
Austin
Knights, will be leading
Vinegar.
off in the top of the fourth with a 3-1 Toronto lead here,
Leading off
going
the
into the
Red
bottom
Knights,
of the fourth here.
designated hitter, Aiden Philby.
Philby at bat for Toronto.
Austin Benninger's first pitch goes right over his head for ball number 1.
Hello. Hello. How do you do?
He's claiming the plate, it looks like. Pitch number 2 is in there for a strike.
He got that
Ripped.
one.
Oh, it's
over
over
his
the field.
head. Stand up double.
Aiden starts it off for his Toronto Red Knights with a line drive double over the left fielder's head. I don't know who that is in left field because the left fielder was Austin. Now he's pitching, so I'm not sure who took his spot.
Center fielder, Logan Sloan.
Logan Sloan batting for Toronto, runner in scoring position. Second baseman should be able to squeeze that, get the out.
Caden Silva gets under for out number 1. Brings up the bait. Zane Kinsey, the left fielder for Toronto Red Knights.
Big Zane. He got some oomph in that bat.
He's a big boy.
Left fielder, Zane Kinsey.
There's one out here in the bottom of the 4. Swings on a curveball, swings over top of it. That's probably a learning. Coach Perkins will probably talk to him about that. First pitch swinging. First pitch, you want to find something you can drive. The 0-1. In there, ripped hard to the second baseman. Stays down. Jake Windland throws over to first for out number 2. Aiden Philby will move over to third with the fielder's choice there.
Ball hit hard to shortstop.
Ball was hit very hard. So we got two guys,
Shortstop,
2
Tom
outs. Guy on
Boucher.
third for Dominic Boucher coming up. The
Dominic
shortstop.
puts the ball in the bat. Yes, he does. Puts the bat on the ball.
The first pitch delivery.
Teased him a little bit, Paul.
He held off. Very good discipline there. He held off. It was a pretty good pitch. Called ball. Got outside to play a little bit for ball number 1, but Dominic wanted it. Had enough discipline to stay off of it. The 1-0. The pitch. Fouled straight back there.
Calls a foul ball. Umpire hit him. Hit him in the box. We got time called.
Dominic was walked here in the second inning. He's 0 for 2 today. 0 for 1 today. Struck out in the first inning. Settle in, get a good pitch here, and stay on and get a good single for an RBI here. Pitch number 2 is way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Austin, the new pitcher here. He's throwing the ball. He's got a little bit velocity on him also here.
I think Coach Lazier made this move, Paul, just because he said he had so many games and such a straight time. He got 6 games in 7 days. I think maybe he's just using a lot of kids.
3 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, you know, with all these beautiful fields that all these kids have now, there's no rainouts anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so you're going to be playing most of them. So you need a lot of pitchers. The 3-1 sails right over his head for ball 4. It's going to put guys on the corners, first and third. The walk there brings up Zebulon Kinsey, the right fielder
Right
for
fielder, Zebulon Kinsey.
the Toronto Red Knights. 2 outs, bottom of 4. Red Knights on top, 3-1.
It's the running back going to Malone, right?
Dominic got a big lead over there.
Okay, this is the Kinsey. That's the quarterback. That's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore, yes. Takes ball number 1 outside. 1-0. We got runners on first and third. Dominic, big lead on first, stays put. Zebulon swings through for strike number 1, evens the count of 1-1.
Yeah, Toronto continues to push the button on their leads.
The pitch, he's running. Ball's fouled off the right side here for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, but Dominic was on the move that time.
Yes, he was. Toronto really trying to take advantage. Being very aggressive on the base pass.
Moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes on Zebulon Kinsey, the right fielder for Toronto Red Knights. Aiden Philby will be at third base. He takes off running. And they called a balk. Yeah, he took off running. I was just going to ask you if Coach Perkins was going to have a little play here. So
got a balk home.
Dominic, when Austin was in his wind, in the stretch here, Dominic just took off running, and Austin did not step off, and he just jerked to first, and they called a balk. Now there's going to be a guy on second. Dominic will be on second, and Aiden Philby will score on the balk to make it 4-1.
He wanted that pitch. Yeah, he was a little bit confused, Paul. He wanted to step off and thought he could kill the play, but he was already into his motion.
The 2-2. Pitch is ripped to left deep. That ball's at least off the fence, off the top of the fence.
Oh, boy.
Wow. That ball was about a foot from leaving this ballpark. It's a line drive. If it's, what is that, a 20-foot fence out there, Mark? Is that a 20-foot fence out there? Yeah, the left field has about a 20-foot fence, and it hit about a foot down from the top on a line rope for an RBI double.
Thought that was going to be a Capital Recovery Systems home run.
Third baseman, Russ Dickinson.
Brings up the plate Russ Dickinson, the Toronto Red Knight third baseman. Takes ball 1, first pitch. Zebulon Kinsey on second with a double.
You look up on the scoreboard, you see 5 runs on 5 hits. I mean, it feels like Toronto's got 9 hits. They've been hitting the ball so hard.
They are hitting hard. The 1-0 is taken inside for ball number 2 to Russ Dickinson. Russ is a sophomore at Toronto, playing third base for Coach Perkins here. Ahead of the count, 2-0 the pitch.
I think he played a little bit last year as a freshman, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's Dickinson. I remember him a little bit. Played a little bit of second base as well.
And there was good discipline by Russ there because a couple of them pitches were relatively close, and he held off. Takes the 3-0 in there for strike number 1. Moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike with Zebulon Kinsey on second base. 2 outs.
2 runs in.
Looks at strike number 2. Move the count to full count. 2 outs to Russ Dickinson. Austin, he gets the sign. The delivery misses low and outside for ball number 4.
Worked him. Got himself a base on balls there. Dickinson's on.
Brings up the first baseman, Andy Silverthorne.
First baseman, Andy Silverthorne.
He'll be coming up the bat with guys on first, second. Coach Perkins probably going to tell him, hey, make sure to strike. This guy's, he's throwing some strikes, but he's going to full count him. Most of these hitters,
Absolutely. I want to remind our viewers that this inning's brought to you by Bert's Hot Dogs.
Great hot dogs.
Oh, my. Foot long. Bert's in Burgerstown.
That ball hit him. Got him. That ball hit his, inside. Hit him in the shirt, in the jersey. Hit by pitch. That's the second hit by pitch.
Load him up. Big inning for Toronto. Load him up.
Pitcher, Blake Close.
Blake Close looking to bust it open for himself.
Blake Close is the pitcher for Toronto. He would definitely need some more insurance runs here. Comes up to plate with bases loaded, 2 outs, takes ball number 1 on the first pitch. The first pitch is way up and out.
2 outs. Looking to come through here.
Austin Benninger, he took over for Landon Demchek here. This is his first inning of pitching. Finds himself bases loaded, 2 outs. With a 1-1 count here to Blake Close, the Toronto Red Knight pitcher. Takes pitch outside. Moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike for Blake Close.
Coach Lazier from Monroe Central probably going to limit this guy throwing too. He's throwing a lot of pitches, Paul.
Is there anybody down there warming up? Can you see?
No, there's not.
3 balls, 1 strike. Again, we got bases loaded here for the Toronto Red Knights. 2 outs, leading 5-1. Blake Close up there with a full count. The pitch. I'm sorry, it's 3-1. Now it's 3-2. Now it's full count. I'm sorry. Well, the runners will be running.
They'll
It'll be
going.
America.
There we go.
Yep.
We'll be moving on the pitch.
Austin takes the sign, the delivery, the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside
my goodness. And they got it. Big inning for Toronto. They get 2. At the end of 4, 5-1. Toronto. We'll be right back.
2 runs, 2 hits, 3 left. End of 4, Toronto 5, Monroe Central 1.
Walk anybody on it.
The Isla Law Office, with 25-plus years of experience, specializes in bankruptcy and domestic relation cases. They're hands-on. They're very thorough and focused on your needs, and they're licensed in Ohio and West Virginia. If you need expert legal assistance, look up Isla Law Offices at islalawoffices.com. Thanks, Isla Law, for being a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
The J.E. Foster Funeral Home has been proudly serving the communities of Toronto and Smithfield and all of Jefferson County for over 30 years. They are a family-owned funeral home, and they offer funeral and cremation services tailored to meet your needs, and they do so with professionalism, compassion, dignity, and respect. Jeff and Jay Foster would like to wish the best of luck to Toronto Red Knights and all of the teams up and down the Ohio Valley. If you or someone you know would like more information on how their family can help you guide your family in this time of need, please visit their website, www.jefosterfh.com. That is www.jefosterfh.com. Their motto, our emphasis on family carries over to yours. J.E. Foster Funeral Home, a proud sponsor of the Coaches Show.
We're back here, Red Knight Complex. 5-1 Toronto. Top of the 5th inning. This inning is brought to you by Main Street Bank.
Monroe Central, number 10, Dylan Landefeld.
want to remind everybody we're going to be at Steubenville Big Red's new baseball complex. Fly ball, center field, Sloan in. Got it. One out. Ryan, everybody will be at the Big Red Dover game. Big Red will host Dover on Thursday. The new complex, first pitch 5 o'clock. Myself and Paul Zorni will again be there following Dan Vogel's lead.
Second baseman,
I want to remind everybody we're with first pitch ball.
Caden Silver, the second baseman from Monroe Central, coming to the plate with one out. Dylan Landerfold, who was a pinch hitter for Ryder Muntz, the first batter, and he flew out to center field. Caden Silver, the second baseman, has a 1-1 count to him. Blake Close, he's still throwing nice. He has a 5-1 lead here. He just needs to throw strikes. The ball's ripped over to first baseman. Oh!
Nice play.
Boy, I thought it was over his head. He made a great grab.
Nice play.
Nice grab. Andy Silverthorne, he looks, I don't know, 6'1", 6'2" out there.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Made a nice play there with the glove side hand.
When it came off the bat, I thought it was over his head for sure.
So did I.
And he reached up there and made a great catch. Lana Demchek is coming to the plate, takes the first pitch low and out for 1 ball, no strikes. The second pitch is nice changeup, misses just low. Moves the count to 2 balls and 0 strikes here. Delivery, strike on the outside corner.
No wind, Paul. Makes the day nicer.
Very nice day out here.
The wind could have got everything cold.
The 2-1.
Bouncer back to the mound.
Close to
There
the
you
nice
go.
job. Out number 3, quick inning. That's what you want when you get a 5-1 lead. That's what you want to come in, throw strikes, and get out of
3
the
up,
inning.
3 down, and 4.5.
It's 3 up and 3 down. We'll be right back.
Marcino Enterprises is your complete auto and truck repair center. Marcino Enterprises also offers towing, tires, and vehicle undercoating. You can visit Marcino Enterprises at their new location across from the Winter Drive-In on 43 for 24/7 roadside assistance. Save this number in your phone right now, 740-282-8880. That's an easy number, 740-282-8880. Marcino Enterprises does it all: towing, tires, repair, and vehicle undercoating.
We're back. Red Knight Complex, Toronto 5, Monroe Central 1. Ray Suckoch, Paul Zorni, Dan Vogel, High Valley Sports Online. We'll also have the OVAC baseball, April 28th and 29th.
Yeah, Cole Barkus is going to start off the inning here for the Toronto Red Knights. Cole had a single in the second inning for the Red Knights.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the
Sophomore.
Red Knights, second baseman, Cole Barkus.
Second baseman. Had a really nice play a couple innings ago. Ball hit over his head and made a nice running catch. Leads off the inning here.
Toronto's been active every inning offensively, Paul. They've been on the base and, they've been threatening to score and have.
And they've been playing great defense there, too. We're moving to the bottom of the 5th, and they have no errors. Cole, he works the count to 2 balls and 0 strikes. I'm sure Coach Perkins, like to score a few more runs here because, you never know here.
Yeah, you never have enough.
You see how quick an inning can change, but Cole Barkus is sitting in there now with a 3-0 count as the pitch stays inside for ball number 3. 3 balls, no strikes. He probably won't be swinging here, I wouldn't think here. Yep, takes the pitch right down the middle, taken all the way. Moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Austin's moves. Strike number 2.
Wanted that base on balls. Full count.
Yeah, he worked himself in the hole 3-0 and came back with two strikes here. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cole Barkus, the second baseman. Grounds it to first baseman. No one covers. No one's there.
Tough play. He was quick. Confusion on that.
Yeah, the first baseman ran over and got it. It was a slow one hopper. You know, he went over to the middle of the field, and Austin never got over there, nor did Caden Silva from second base. He never got over there either.
Designated hitter.
We're going to call that a base hit.
Absolutely.
So we'll give him a base
He was
hit.
aggressive on the base.
So
Might have beat it out anyway.
Aiden Philby, the DH, comes to bat with 1 man on first base and 0 outs. Square to bunt. Fouls it back. The catcher makes an
what a
unbelievable
catch.
play.
What a play.
Landon Liddick just made a ESPN play. Diving almost into the dugout of the third base, stretching out and catching it for out number 1.
Nice. He's been a nice catcher behind the plate tonight, hasn't he, Paul?
Yeah.
Nice strong arm. Aggressive out of there, you know, whenever he's throwing people out, and he makes
Center
that
fielder,
play.
Logan
It's a heck of a
Sloan.
ball game here.
Logan Sloan, the center fielder, comes to the play with guy on first base, Cole Barkus on first base, and 1 out. Takes pitch number 1 on the outside for ball number 1. Yeah, but both teams are playing really fundamental, good baseball. You know,
Good to see.
Yeah.
Real good to see, and it's early.
You know, no matter win or lose here, each team, you know, there's a lot to be proud of here.
Yep.
You know, they're playing good. Both teams are playing good, and you know, both teams hitting the ball hard. I mean, you know, sometimes you hit them that Adam balls, and there ain't nothing you can do. You know, but they're hitting the ball hard. The 1-0 inside, the runner's going in there.
Huh.
For a stolen base here for Cole Barkus. Count moves to 2-0 to Logan Sloan, the center fielder.
I think there was confusion there as well.
It might have been like a little bit delayed still there.
Yeah.
Because he didn't take off right from the get-go, but, you know. The 2-0 gets behind
Pass
the pit,
ball.
in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. Cole Barkus will move up the third on the wild pitch. Logan Sloan is up on a pitch count here, 3-0.
Might be coming unglued here.
Maybe a little frustrated there.
Yep.
That pitch might have had some frustration behind it. So 3 balls, no strike in there for strike 1.
Comes right back.
That's what he did to Cole Barkus. He got behind Cole 3-0, came back with 2 straight strikes to even the count at full count. We'll see if he can even this count up. Ball's hit in the hole. Center field the shortstop grabs it. Not in time. Jake Willen made it. He dove towards third base, caught the ball.
Great effort.
But couldn't throw him out. Base hit there.
Great effort, man. I'll tell you. It would have been better if he could have got up and made the throw, but he got to it.
I didn't
think he could.
I thought it was a base hit. For sure.
Left fielder, Zane Kinsey.
Brings Zane Kinsey, the left fielder.
This is the Kinsey going to Malone. Walsh.
Running.
Walsh Jesuit.
No throw.
He's going to play football up there, Division II.
Got a stolen base by Logan Sloan. Catcher, he couldn't get the grip of it and dropped the ball, so there was no throw. Pitch was high for ball number 1. Zane Kinsey, the left fielder. Ball's ripped in the hole again. He dives, makes the play, throws it, not in time. You're going to come all the way around. In there safe.
They're running all over the place.
Logan Sloan.
Boy, Kinsey makes things happen, I'll tell you that.
Nothing but hustle there. Came all the way from second base to score on it. The ball never left the infield.
Shortstop again made another great play to get to the ball.
Kinsey singles, moves to
Shortstop,
second on the throw to the
Boucher.
plate. Brings up Don Boucher, the shortstop.
He's a hitter.
He's a junior for the Red Knights. Comes up with 1 out. Guy on second base. The Red Knights got 2 in this inning, moving the score to 7-1. Fouls the 0-1 straight back. Makes count 0-2 now. Zane Kinsey standing on second base. Good heads-up play. Saw the play at the plate, and he moved up on the throw. But you got to give it to Logan Sloan, him hustling. Man.
Toronto's good, man.
Like I said, the ball, he's on second base. The ball never left the infield, and he was able to, hustle around and score. The 0-2,
They look good. Really, really look good.
The 0-2 taken inside for ball one. Moves the count to 1-2 strikes to Zane Kinsey, the left fielder for Toronto. The pitch, swing and miss. For out number 2.
Right fielder, Zebulon Kinsey.
Brings up the right fielder, Zebulon Kinsey now. 2 outs. Zane Kinsey singled and standing on second. Moved to second with the play at the plate. He moved from first to second. Brings up Zebulon Kinsey, the right fielder.
He hit it off the fence, didn't he?
Yes. He had a double, yep. He's a big boy. The pitch on the outside. 1-1 strike.
The Kinsey's got the RBIs.
Swinging the bat well. They're swinging the bat well. The 1-1. Out straight back. Moves the count to 1-2 strikes. 2 outs. Score 7-1. Bottom of 5.
Yeah, I like the way Toronto's come with the attitude today. I mean, like they've been
runner,
aggressive.
He's running to third, still in third. He stole third. Pass ball. He's throw in from left
Make
field.
him throw him out.
Nope.
Couldn't
not
do
gonna be
it.
in time. Not going to be time. Kinsey steals third. Scores on the pass ball.
They'll make you throw him out. They couldn't do it. Very aggressive on the base paths. Toronto's putting up crooked numbers now. 8-1. Bottom of the 5th.
2-2 strikes to Zebulon Kinsey, the right fielder. Fouls it straight back. He was on it.
He was on it,
moves
boy.
The count to 2-2. Coach Perkins, took third with 2 outs. Very aggressive.
Very aggressive. You got that feeling when we got a chance to talk to him this year. We had the coaches show at Bennigan's.
The 2-2 high and out. Moves the count to full count to Zebulon Kinsey.
He liked this team, Paul. They're a veteran team. We know all these names from last year, so that's a big advantage. You got to have a better attitude coming in, knowing you're going to be better.
The full count taken high for ball number 4. And and I'm not sure how the coaches look at this, but they get the 10-run rule. It could end this game if something would happen here. You got so many games during the week. Any innings you can save. You never know.
Absolutely.
So you got Russ Dickinson, the third baseman, sophomore. Russ Dickinson comes to the plate, takes ball number 1 high. Zebulon Kinsey on first base with a walk. The Red Knights now have 8 hits.
This is Monroe Central's pitcher. What's his name? This is his
Austin. The one.
His second inning as well, right?
Yeah, Austin Benninger is his name. Yes. Yep. Zebulon, he was on the move there. He was trying to steal second. Ball was fouled straight back. Moves the count to 1-1.
Get the big leads. Looking to go.
They might be looking to end it. Pitcher throws over. Zebulon slides back into first, safe. But you're right, these leads are monstrous. One count to Russ. Taken outside for ball number 2. Moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
2 outs.
Bottom of 5 here. There he goes. He's running. The throw down to second is a strike.
Wow.
And he's
wow.
got him.
I
He's
tell
got
you,
him.
what a throw.
Right
what
on
a
the
throw.
money.
My
Right
goodness
on the money.
gracious.
Wow,
That's going to end Toronto. Boy, I tell you, what a play to end it on. This catcher Leidick, he can play, can he?
He's
Three
doing
runs,
yeah.
three
That's the
hits,
second guy he
nobody
threw
left.
out this game, and he made a
And the
diving
5
catch.
is Toronto 8.
Throw's been on the money.
Monroe
And
Central
hey,
He's a player.
at
He's
the
a
end of
player.
5, Toronto 8-1 over Monroe Central. Capital Recovery Systems will bring you the next inning. We'll be right back.
Edge Basketball is excited to be celebrating our 8th year of ministry in our community. The Edge program is comprised of 360 kids, boys and girls, grades 1 through 6 from our tri-state area. The mission of our league is to build Christian values through competitive sports. We want our kids to compete, but we want them to do so with the utmost Christian character. We're so thankful for everyone who has supported our league. God bless you.
You know, now's the time of year to reward your young athlete for a job well done. At the Wintersville Trophy Shop, they have all you need for your special athlete, like trophies, plaques, and ribbons for every sport. The Wintersville Trophy Shop, 756 Main Street in Wintersville, 740-266-6905. Call today.
Center fielder Carter.
Okay, we're
Dalton.
back. As promised, 6th inning.
The center fielder coming to bat.
This inning's brought to you by Capital Recovery System. Wanted to get that in there, Paul.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
good. I'm glad you did. The center fielder, Carter Knowlton. Carter Knowlton, the center fielder from Monroe Central, coming to bat.
Blake Close continues to throw. Top of the 6th. Got a 3-hitter going.
And there, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the center fielder, Carter. Looks like Carter's 0 for 2 for the day. Takes ball number 2, evens the count of 2-2. Carter Knowlton, the center fielder. He would love to try to get the inning started for Monroe Central here to get on there. Pitch misses just outside, moves the count to 3-2.
Making him work for it.
Yeah. Blake, he looks fresh. You know, he's throwing some quality pitches here.
Yep.
Full count pitch, here it is. Ooh, this is just on the outside for ball number 4. Carlton Knowlton draws the walk in the top of the 6th. Get the leadoff guy on, brings up Xavier Kenny, the first baseman.
First baseman Xavier
For
Kenny.
Monroe Central. Kenny's 0 for 2 also. Coming to play. He's hitting from the left side here. Blake throws.
Tried to lay one down.
Tried to drag bunt. Just fouled it straight back here. For strike number 1. Xavier, he's just trying to make something happen.
Yeah, he was bunting for a hit, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's just trying to make it happen. The 0-1 now. The delivery. He offered. The ball was very low, but he offered. He went out. He was trying to bunt again. Puts himself in the hole.
Big
0-2.
hole.
Yeah.
Let's see now. Not a big lead, though, at first.
Pitch. The 0-2. Out straight back.
Right at us.
You got to give it to the umps are doing a nice job. You know,
They sure are.
When you don't notice them, they're doing a nice
They
job.
sure are.
So,
That's a true statement there.
yeah. The 0-2. Hit to the third baseman. Russ Dickerson, he tried to get the guy at second and just threw it a little bit wide. It's going to be an E5 there.
Well, I hope our runner doesn't hurt himself. Looks like he's a little bit shaken. Give him a minute. He had a late slide into there. I think I messed him up a little bit, Paul.
Now you got
Got
guys on
first and second, yep.
You got Jake Wimlin, the shortstop, coming to the plate.
Shortstop, Jake Wimlin.
Toronto's first error. Monroe Central has one as well.
Jake is 0 for 2 on the day. Takes the first pitch high. Ball number 1.
Toronto 8 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Monroe Central 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error. 8-1, top of 6.
Takes ball number 2 high. Same spot the first one was in. Pitcher just missing it just a little high. And this is what we're talking about. This is what he's talking about, how things can go awry real quick.
Coach Perkins out. You want to take a break, Danny? We'll be right back.
Okay, so where do you go for fish during Lent? Why, Steve's Fish and Chips, of course. Great fish sandwiches and excellent fish junks. Oh, and shrimp, too. Plus an assortment of sides. It's great during Lent, but Steve's Fish and Chips is an excellent choice anytime. They have burgers, chicken wings, and salads, too. You've got to try the fried pickles. Steve's Fish and Chips. Call today and order 740-282-3261. 740-282-3261.
All right, we're back here. And a little mound appearance there. Mound appearance by Capital Recovery Systems.
Steps off and holds the runner close here.
First and second, Monroe Central trying to get themselves back in the game. No outs.
Jake Wimlin, the shortstop from Monroe Central, has a 2-0 count. Pitch number 3 is outside for ball 3.
Okay, here. Late close being challenged this inning, big time.
Looks like there's some activity out there in the Toronto bullpen. The 3-0 is right down the middle for strike number 1. Jake did a nice job. They're down 8-1. He's not going to swing at that pitch for sure. So 3-1. We got guys on first and second from Monroe Central. The pitch. Swing through for strike 2.
Took his hack.
Yes, he did. Full count. Jake Wimlin, the shortstop from Monroe Central, took a big hack at that for strike number 2. Full count. The pitch in the dirt. Ball 4. Loads the bases up.
You got a chance here, Monroe Central. All you want's a chance. It's a big opportunity here. Big challenge for Toronto pitcher.
Well, brings up the catcher. You know what he's doing defensively. Landon Liddick, he's playing an outstanding game defensively. He's their number 4 hitter. He's up with no outs, bases loaded. The pitch, high.
All right, he's been a ball player so far.
Takes first pitch, ball 1.
He could help his team again. He's helped them, 3 times already?
He's their number 4 hitter. Takes pitch number 2 in the dirt. Moves the count to 2-0. I think if he don't get this guy, I'm sure this will probably be his last hitter, I would think. You know, he's throwing a lot of pitches. The 2-0.
Fouled right back. He was
right
on it. Fouls
it back. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1. The delivery. His ball is hit deep to right.
Very well. Going to get 1 run home.
Nice job by Zebulon Kenzie to run that down because he was playing shallow and it was hit pretty deep, and he ran, got a good jump on it, turned the correct way and got it. It's going to be a sacrifice fly for Landon Liddick, the catcher.
Got a run home. Got a runner up, moved up from second to third. Runner first held, of course. 8-2,
Pitcher
1 out.
Austin Vinegar.
Runners on first and third.
Austin Vinegar, the pitcher now, coming to bat for Monroe Central. 1 out, guys on first and third now.
Umpire timeout, we're ready to play. That's the most aggressive lead that we've seen tonight from Monroe Central, Paul.
Yep. Jake Willen, the shortstop for Monroe Central's got a nice lead. Step off the third to first didn't fool Monroe Central. Coach Perkins is coming out with some infield direction, some signs. Did you recognize that sign by any chance? What was that sign?
My good friend John Neese cut me.
There's the pitch taken for a strike. Austin Benninger, Monroe Central pitcher.
God rest his soul. John Neese, good man.
Boy, he has a big lead on first, yeah.
Sure does, Paul, I'll tell you that.
Blake steps off.
He wants his attention. Third base holding close, though.
The 0-1, the pitch. Taking in there, nice curveball in there for strike number 2.
Pretty pitch.
8-2, top of 6 here. In favor of the Toronto Red Knights.
2 strikes.
1 out, first and third. Throws over to third base. Not in time. Xavier Kenny dives back in.
He got some pickoffs.
Coach Perkins got a lot up his sleeve.
He got some pickoffs.
Okay, you got first and third. Counts 0-2, 1 out. Throws over to first now. Tried to catch him sleeping over there. Monroe Central's doing a good job being alert on the bases.
They got Blake close as they got his attention. That's for sure.
The pitch outside.
Maybe too much so on that pitch.
Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Austin Benninger, the Monroe Central pitcher. The 1-2's in the dirt. 2-2.
Good stop.
Very good job by Mike Henry, the catcher for Toronto, the freshman catcher for Toronto. The 2-2. The pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Austin Benninger let it go. Out number 2.
Hitter hates that, letting that happen, boy.
Brings up Mason Linderfield.
Swing the bat.
The third
Third
baseman.
baseman, Mason Lindefeld.
Right, Paul?
Absolutely.
Swing the bat.
He must have been guessing or something because that was a good pitch right down the middle. Fastball. He must have been looking for something else. First pitch, high, ball 1. I got Mason 0 for 1 today with a walk. First pitch was ball high for 1-0. Second pitch outside for ball number 2.
Mind everybody, will be at Big Red Baseball Field on Thursday. Dover comes to town. Dover, Big Red Thursday, 5 o'clock first pitch.
The 2-0. Hit the first base.
And then that line drive
Andy
there.
Silverthorne got out the bag and made another nice play down there at first.
Yes, he did.
For out number 3. Well,
At the end of 5.5. 8-2. Toronto, we'll be right back.
2 left. End of 5.5. It's
Did you know
Toronto
you can
8,
get FDA
Monroe
registered
Central
hand
2.
sanitizer and EPA registered disinfectant cleaner locally? Well, you can. National Colloid has both. Get them now for your business or residence. They come in 55-gallon, 5-gallon, and 1-gallon sizes. Just call in your order and pick it up. There's no waiting. Call now, 740-282-1171. That's 740-282-1171. FDA registered hand sanitizer and EPA registered disinfectant cleaner locally at National Colloid. Call in today. Ohio Motor Group has 3 locations: Steubenville, Bridgeport, and St. Clairsville. Let Ohio Motor Group show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. They believe in fair pricing, superior service, and treating every customer right. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find a car that is fit for your budget. Ohio Motor Group, with 3 locations to serve you. Check them out right now. OhioMotorGroup.com. Find your next ride.
Now pitching for Monroe Central, number 32, Caleb Griffith.
Caleb Griffith going to finish these, hopefully these 2 innings, looks like, in his rotation. Going to come and get 2 innings of work. Paul, these guys, you only got so many arms when you're playing so many days, right?
Yeah, I mean, but if you look at these rosters of these teams, every player out there has a P beside their name. They're all pitchers now because, you know, you play so many games. Like I said, there's no rainouts for most of these teams anymore. So, you know, you need every deck on hand, or you need got to help you out there. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So Russ Dickerson, he was at the plate,
Winner of the 50-50
the third baseman. He was at the plate last inning when a runner got caught stealing. Logan Sloan got thrown out at second.
Leading off
So
for the
Russ
Red
will be
Knights.
back up here in the bottom of 6.
Third
Back.
baseman Russ Dickinson.
First pitch, low and out. Ball number 1. I got Russ 0 for 2 with a walk today. Swings, hits the ball to third baseman. Mason Linfield throws for out number 1. Out number 1. Little one hopper, ball hit hard.
Good to get that first out when you're a new pitcher, Paul.
Absolutely. Brings up the Andy Silverthorne.
First baseman Andy Silverthorne.
Nice game defensively he's having.
He's having a great game, yes. First pitch sails right over his head. Get out of the way of that one. Ball number 1.
A little bit of wind, that's been nice.
I got Andy 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch and on with a walk. Swings through that for strike 1, moves the count to 1-1. Andy Silverthorne, he's a sophomore here at Toronto. Got great size. Right now, he's 0 for 1, but playing a great defensive game. You know, that's the thing about baseball. I mean, there's so many aspects. You know, not that he's off at the plate, but you know, he's 0 for 1, but he's playing a great defensive game. You know, so he takes a 2-1 low moves the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Scores 8-2.
I think that got a lot to do the defense Toronto's played tonight, because these kids did play last year. Base hit.
Ball's ripped to left field for a base hit. Ball hit right on the line.
I mean, you recognize all these Toronto kids' names. I mean, these kids been playing a lot. They've been playing a lot of sports.
Well, Coach Perkins, you know, even the young guys, you know, he gets them ready, man. His winter workouts.
Pinch running for the Red Knights.
He teaches these kids a ton, and these kids know what to expect coming in, you know. So
does a nice job. Got a nice thing going here at Toronto. Heck, been here, 17 years.
Nolan Dickerson's going to run for Andy Silverthorne at first base. Brings up Blake Close, the pitcher.
I think it's in a big lead again. Again, last time he ended up getting a stolen base.
Like I said, we got a pinch runner out there now. Nolan Dickerson is going to be running for Andy Silverthorne. Brings up Blake Close, the pitcher. I got him he's been on with a walk. He's 0 for 1 today. Swing, rips it to first. Line drive to first.
There you go.
Going to be a double play.
Nothing you can do.
No, the ball was ripped down to first.
Nothing you can do. See, end of the inning after 6. 8-2 Toronto. Capital
No runs, 1 hit,
High Valley
nobody
Sports
left.
Online will
In
be
the
right
sixth,
back.
It is Toronto 8.
There's nothing
Monroe
like the sound of a
Central.
ball solidly hit off a wooden bat. At the Swearingen Bat Company, all bats are handcrafted for you. Their focus is on a player's specific needs. The perfect balance with a perfect handle should be a smooth extension to the batter. Visit the Swearingen Bat Company online at SwearingenBaseball.com or look them up on Facebook. Get that perfect quality wooden bat handcrafted locally just for you. There are plenty of models for all levels of play, and they also make great gifts for your special player. You can even choose your own design right down to the specific color. Make sure you visit the Swearingen Bat Company today. Premium quality custom wooden bats, locally made. The Swearingen Bat Company is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are part of a family. Softite is special because they give members an opportunity to own the financial institution where they do their saving and borrowing. At Softite, they often charge less for loans and pay more for savings than other types of financial institutions. Softite is convenient. They're also a not-for-profit institution. All income, after meeting expenses and reserve needs, is distributed to you, the members, in the form of dividends on savings, competitive loan rates, and improved services. Softites give members a chance to participate in decision-making, something that no other financial institution offers. At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are family.
All right, we're back here. Top of 7. New pitcher, Paul.
Chase Darrington comes in to pitch. Blake Close, he moves over to third base. Blake Close, he threw a great game today. Gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. He was really effective out there for Coach.
6 solid innings he give him.
Yes, he did. Top of 7 now.
Looking to get 3 outs here.
Leading off for Monroe Central, Ryder Muntz.
Ryder Muntz, the right fielder, takes ball number 1. Top of the 7 here. Monroe Central down 8-2. You imagine he'll probably be taken until he gets a strike, I would imagine.
Looks that way.
Two balls, no strikes. Chase Darrington, the new pitcher for Toronto Red Knights.
Swinging, there you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Back in action, Paul.
Yeah, Chase, he's got nice size. Looks like he's about 6 foot out there. Has really nice form, pitch, and throwing the ball hard. The 2-1 in there for strike
Nice
number
pitch.
2. The 2-2. Chase getting the sign. The delivery misses just low for ball number 3. Full count to Ryder Muntz. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Monroe Central going to move to 1-1 on the season.
The pitch.
If they can't get themselves a bunch of runs, but there's a start right there.
Ball number 4 right there. Getting the leadoff guy, I'm sure. Coach Perkins is not happy about that.
Well,
brings up
nice to get that first out, but Monroe Central gets hope when you get that first. You know, Paul in the dugout, you get hope when you get that first runner on.
Brings up Caden Silva, the second baseman from Monroe Central.
Caden Silva.
The pitch misses inside for ball number 1. The pitch number 2 in there for strike number 1. Moves the count to 1-1. But Chase, he's a junior for the Toronto Red Knights.
7th inning brought to you by Hummel Construction. Throw down second.
The 1-1 in the dirt. Chris picked it up and didn't realize the runner was running. So Ryder Muntz gets into second on a wild pitch.
Hummel Construction going to take us home here.
Caden Silva at the plate with 2 balls, 1 strike. Guy on second base, no outs. Bottom of 7. The Red Knights winning 8-2. Ball number 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Caden Silva. Batting from the right side. Got Caden, he's 0 for 2 today. The 3-0 is in there. We're 3-2 now. I'm sorry, it was 3-1, now it's 3-2. Got full count, guy on second, no outs. The wind, the pitch, fouled straight back. Good piece of hitting there. The ball is on the good quality pitch on the outside corner. He was able to just reach his bat out there and fouled off. Good piece of hitting by Caden there. Keeps the count, a full count. Guy on second base. He's going to twist. He got him. He's got him.
Oh, my.
There he goes. Pick off at second place. Throws him out.
Nice
Ryder
move.
Muntz. Brian Muntz to Dominic Bosher for the out number 1.
Hey, first time Monroe Central got aggressive on the base paths, and they felt they had to, and it cost them. Toronto well schooled them pickoff moves.
Yep, and the full count pitch to Caden Silver's low and outside for ball number 4. Now there'd have been first and second, no outs, but instead Ryan got too far off the base and got picked off there. I'm sure
Faced 2 batters, 2 walks, so Paul.
I'm sure Coach Leisure is not going to be real happy about that one. Now there's ball number 1 to Landon Demchik. Chase, he's got to throw some strikes here. He's got the full count of the first 2 hitters he faced here now. Starts off Landon here with the ball. The 1-0, the pitch taken high. Ball number 2, 2 balls, no strikes. Boy, if Landon can find a way to get on, Coach Laser.
Base runners.
He's going to think, what if? Getting the guy picked off at second, down 8-2.
Nice move, Paul. He had him, too.
Oh,
wasn't even questionable.
Close, right.
It was a nice move, and he got him out.
2-0, down low for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0, the pitch, in there for strike 1. Landon Demchuk was taken all the way there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Caden Silva on first base after drawing a walk. The 3-1. Throw it over to first. Keep him
quick
close.
Throw.
Yeah, he's quick.
Quick throw.
So we've got 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of 7 here. Toronto Red Knights winning 8-2. The pitch, low and inside for ball 4.
Third walk.
Third walk, and they only got 2 guys on. Could have been worse there. Could have been bases
Center
loaded
fielder,
here.
Carter Knowlton.
Carter Knowlton, the center fielder from
Monroe Central, not a bad baseball team. They did some good things tonight, I'll tell you.
They played well. The pitch gets by the catcher, gets by Mike Henry, moves the runners up to second and third. Wow.
All right, base hit, they're in business.
You got guys on second and third. The Carter Knowlton, the center fielder, in there batting with a 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, Seminoles continue to play.
The 1-0, swang through and missed. Okay. Moves the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Carter had a pretty good hack at that. The 1-1. The delivery. Misses low and in for ball number 2.
Monroe Central, they've only gotten 3 hits. So.
Yeah. 2 balls,
but
1
this
strike.
inning, to make it interesting, all the walks.
2 balls, 1 strike. He's thrown over to third. Dives back in. Caden Silva, third base. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of 7. The pitch is ripped to second baseman. Nice play.
That's how you do it right there.
The run will
Got down,
score.
got in front of it, give up the run. You're winning. Nice play.
It's an RBI. Four to 3 for out number 2. Cole Barkett's ball was hit hard, like you said. He just got down on one knee, didn't let it get by him, got the out. Makes it 8 to 3, 2 outs though. Races a runner, guy on third. Xavier Kenny, the first baseman, takes strike 1, 2 outs.
Toronto thinking just play the batter.
Absolutely, you need to try to end this game, get the last out here. Oh. The 0-1 fouled straight back. 0-2 now to Xavier Kenny. He is 0 for 2 today.
Toronto's going to move to 2-0 on the year.
The 0-2. Chase Derringen trying to close this game out for the Red Knights. The pitch. Hit down to first base. Flipped over to the pitcher. Out number 3, and that's ball game. 8-3 final, Toronto Red Knights.
Toronto 8-3, 8-9-1. Monroe Central 3-3-1. That'll do it. From here, Toronto Red Knight Baseball Field, High Valley Sports Online. This game's been brought to you by Steubenville Country Club, Main Street Bank, Economy Lawn Care, Swearingen Bat Company, Viking Social Club, Everhart Bow Funeral Home, Bradley Lawnscape, Lancia Villa Royale, TS Electric, Black River Logistics, National Colloid Company, Soft Tight Federal Credit Union, Hummel Construction, Target Shop, Naples Spaghetti House, Spud's Parkview Inn, Ohio Motor Group, Berryman Chemicals, Dr. John Figgle, Bert's Hot Dogs, Isla Law Offices, Apollo, Bennigan's, Anthony Mining, M&M Hardware, Barrel Ford, Bell Toyota, Tudor's Biscuit World, Total Sports Connection, Science Limited, Capital Recovery Systems, Edge Sports, Franciscan University of Steubenville, Best Western at Franciscan Square, Mark Stickles Law Office, Steve Stickles, Hood's Pharmacy, PR Landscaping, Marcy Funeral Home, IBEW Local 246, J.E. Foster Funeral Home, J.C. Pest Control, AT&T on Sunset, Warnersville Trophy Shop, Steve's Fish and Chips, Attorney Adam Martello, Marcino Enterprises, Hauser's Furniture, Valley Converting, Josephine's Carryout, Trinity Health Systems, Fort Steuben Maintenance. For Dan Vogel, Paul Zorni, this is me, Ray Suckoch. Remember, we'll be back at you Thursday at Big Red, 5 o'clock when Dover comes to town. To our friends in Toronto, thank you for your hospitality. Until next time, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.